Yeah, and that's the first car I raced.
Bro, my heart dropped. My heart dropped to my knees.
Bro, so you guys known each other for 20 years?
I took that trade because I wanted to get away from cars.
That was the spot, bro. I swear, all my old heads.
But then they
Well,
still...
actually, Coolwhip is how we really made the channel.
I guess I never came on this side of town, like on the other side of town, because I stayed on that side.
It's not just the racing part, because the racing part is the easy part.
Yeah. Welcome back to Elite Racing Podcast.
Motherfucker!
You're back with the Elite Racing Podcast. My name is John.
Oscar?
Chris?
And we're going to be talking a whole bunch of mess. A little background on us. We are a crew of race fanatics. We like to go fast.
Oh, you said welcome back. Why?
This is the second, well, 1.2.
1.2.
1.2
podcast. The first one was alive. It was the first one, and it was an experiment. And y'all tell us in the comments how we did. I don't know if we did.
We did bad because Chris, he got shy.
Cat.
So for all y'all that don't know, the podcast was Ford versus Chevy or Ford versus GM, and at the end of the day, it was Ford versus Ford. So Chris is back as our special guest. Chris, tell us a little bit about what you do with us and how we collab and how we make the magic happen.
So my name is Chris. We work together. I don't know. Shit, just what? Just
Tell us what we do. What we do. In the business.
so I buy junk cars for a living. It's pretty dope. I've been doing it for a while now. Started what? If you want to go back in the day, it started when I was back in 2009, fresh out of high school. I didn't know what I was gonna do for the rest of my life, so I ended up at a junkyard. And kind of learned the business when grew from there. That's where I met Oscar. We were given free 99 parts.
Oh, he tried to say that I was stealing parts.
I gave you a free night. We it doesn't matter. We knew each other. That's how we got to know each other. And then that's through Oscar I met John, and John was in a Red Cobra, and he was he did a dog ass burnout with slicks in the Cobra in the back of the old high school. And we've been like peanut butter and jelly and bread. We go good together.
Aww. So me, a little background on me. I got into cars because of my dad. My dad would not by choice, forcibly. I learned how to hold the flashlight real quick, if you know what I mean. He was hard on me, but I'm grateful for it because he taught me everything I know. And he made me get into this type of stuff. His background on him, he used to ride dirt bikes, and he loved that shit, and he was good at it. So growing up, I was always fixing cars. At first it started as a repair, and then slowly progressed. I had my first street race, and it was wraps after that. Like,
You remember your first street race?
yeah,
Against what?
yeah, against the first one,
Yeah.
I was racing Tony in another van. Tony Lopez.
A van?
two big ass vans, bro.
The E150 vans?
That was my first truck. It was a 1988 Ford E150. And he had, look, it lined up right. It was a Ford, right?
Yeah.
And Tony's was a 1990 something, like 91 or 92 G20 or G10.
The big
The
G.
old,
Okay.
yes, old Chevy. So we're sitting there racing down 4th Street, bro.
Was the car even yours or was it your dad's?
It was not mine. It was not mine.
Okay, I think it goes for everybody that your first race was not in your own car. It had to be in someone's car, unless it was your
Your first race that you remember, was it in your car? Was it your?
It was in mine.
It was in your car.
Oh, lucky.
Okay, my bad.
I was not
But
privileged.
I don't know. If you didn't race your family minivan with somebody else, you didn't have a good childhood.
Shout out Tony Lopez, man. One time he tried to kill me on Liver Noise. I'll never forget that. That was, well, we were...
Oh, let's not forget about the one time we were almost all gone when we.
Oh, when I raced them, or when I tried to race them.
Yeah, when we almost hit the
On
viaduct.
Werner.
Oh! Right by Diggs?
Yeah,
Yeah, that was bad. All I seen was dust
yeah.
everywhere. Yeah, so...
We almost didn't make it here.
There was plenty of those,
Yeah.
as far as I can remember.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, growing up, racing and building cars, and then I eventually got into mechanic work, working at Romo Service. I did have some schooling. I went to college for mechanical engineering, but I didn't graduate, and I ended up becoming a mechanic, and here we are ever since. We're doing our thing.
You're a mechanical engineer for real?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Fun fact.
I think we all went to college at some point here.
Mhm.
I dropped out because I was too poor.
That was another reason. I ain't gonna lie. Back then it was 5,000 a month. I mean every semester.
Every semester.
And 2 semesters a year. Do the math.
Yeah, I know. I was.
5,000?
Yeah, a semester.
A semester. And it's 2 semesters. And it's more expensive now.
Yeah, that now it's like ridiculous.
Yeah, it's about 10,000 a semester.
I just took a trade. That was easier.
I dropped out and became a blue collar worker. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Nah, not at all.
Like some welders make up north of 100 grand.
Yes.
Easy.
Don't let them tell you that the blue collar or trades is bad for you. If
No.
you don't want to go to school, you're not with school, you can make 100,000. You can
Doing
make
other things.
you can make 100,000, and you can also have a trade and then start your business off of that as well. So don't let people tell you otherwise.
Well, I took a trade, and that shit was actually pretty hard. I took it thinking that it was gonna be easy, and that shit was a lot of math.
He's like the kids that take Spanish class.
Yeah,
the
like me.
Mexican kids.
All right, if you didn't fail Spanish in high school like me, you suck.
Yeah, I didn't fail it, but I didn't do that.
Bro, I felt like the person was like, "How you fail Spanish?" I was like, "Bro, like I'm a no sabo, you know."
And you know they also speak voz, right?
Where?
They use that in Spanish class.
Yeah, I don't know,
They-
bro.
How'd you fail that? You guys use that too.
I don't know, bro. Yo no sabo, eh? Yo no sé. Your trade.
So what made you get into your trade? What made you decide to go for that?
To be honest, I took that trade because I wanted to get away from cars. So I'm an electrician, and I took that because I didn't want nothing to do with cars.
And
And
here
look-
we are. more involved than ever. Right. What did how did you come back then? Like, or did you ever leave? You didn't ever leave?
Leave from what?
Like the car stuff.
Oh, because so when I took my trade and I finished, I got a job at a factory building cars.
That's what I'm saying.
So I never left. But then it helped out at the end.
So yeah, so we're still doing the car thing more than ever. I don't think we're ever gonna change, right? We're not ever gonna.
No.
No, I think we're just stuck in our ways.
I think it's gonna get worse
I
as
think
we
so.
get older.
As we continue to get to our end of life, the more reckless we become, I think.
So we go in order. I met Oscar first. Back in what? That was gotta be like 90.
90?
Man, I was
Yeah.
Bro,
Yo,
90s?
I met bro when he was 15. No,
probably younger than that.
Younger, right?
Bro, so you guys known each other for 20 years?
Probably more.
Okay, so I remember.
10 or 2011.
Yeah, around there. That's when I met you. Around there.
I met him like a few before.
No, I already knew him.
I know, but I met you before. Then I met him because of you. But dang, you said 90s?
So
Not 90s. I came to the U.S. in 99.
right, that's 90s, bro.
You can't say that.
Ow.
99,
I'm legal.
1999. Anyways, the way we met, we were neighbors,
Yeah.
and it was 3 people in my block or in my area that were into Mustangs.
I met Juan, JJ, and John.
Juan literally lived like 5 houses down from you
Yeah,
on the
right.
opposite side of the block. JJ lived on the next block over, Sharon, and I lived in between both on Mandale, and we were all into Mustangs. And who was into Mustangs too?
My dad. But you didn't have a Mustang at the time.
No.
When I first met you, I think you had the Ranger and your Notch.
Wait, so you telling me you had a Ranger back in the 90s too?
No, I had that was my second.
I had a Ranger with flames on it.
I posted it the other day on my Snapchat.
Oh yeah?
Yeah,
I don't think that was yours.
that was my old Ranger.
Oh, so John went through a little Ranger phase where all he was buying was Rangers. Remember that?
Rangers are cool.
I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying like he had that
Yeah,
Ranger phase that all you would do is buy and sell Rangers.
I had plenty of
drive
Rangers.
Rangers and everything.
They're fun trucks, bro. You know the song?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know that truck. That's a Ford fucking Ranger.
So yeah, whenever they were hanging out, I'd come by and bother them. For real, they'd be like, "Get out of here, man."
You're not cool enough.
Yeah, I'll leave, but then I'll come back.
With your bike? Like, what are you guys doing?
Yeah, literally with my bike.
Nah, that's cat because I remember he would drive his
That was later on.
That was later.
Yeah, I used to come with my bike.
I remember the bike, but I remember that you would drive around with the blue GT.
Yeah.
Automatic blue. We clown you kills the automatic.
Oh, the one that, yeah.
Look how it goes. So my first Mustang was automatic, and they clown me so bad.
Heavy. Oh no! Wait. For the record, all your Mustangs were automatic. All of them. The teal one,
Yeah.
the Calypso,
Yeah.
automatic. The one that was your dad's, right?
The blue one. The blue one was the only one that was my dad's.
Okay, that was automatic.
Yeah.
The
I had a black hatch, automatic.
automatic, bro.
No, not the, not that, when you had the GT, the black GT.
That's when I switched.
That
to
came
sticks.
later though.
Okay.
That came later.
But to that point, it was all.
All of them were auto. I don't know what it was. All of them were automatic.
They were cheap.
All of them were
Hey,
automatic though.
but look how the tables turned out.
No, man.
Now he's like, get an automatic.
Yeah, bro, but ain't nothing better than just beating on a stick. Like,
Pause. Pause.
what do you want me to say, bro? A stick's better. It is.
No diddy.
No Diddy? Question mark?
Hey, in the video, put that no Diddy like real big. Like,
No Diddy? Question mark?
no. Put no fucking question mark in that shit. You know what I meant?
Yeah. So anyway, that's how it came about. I met him. I think I was 11.
Was it?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
was 11. But then when I turned 15, that's when I started driving the Mustang.
Yeah.
The blue one?
Yeah.
Is it the one I think I'm...
Yeah, that one.
Okay.
I had that one for the longest.
Chrome ponies. Would it have chrome ponies on it? It was like a darker blue,
It was an 88 GT.
gray interior.
Black?
No, it was red.
It was red.
Was it the one I'm thinking that...
Yeah, same one.
Okay. It was at the one your dad almost killed you because you sold it, then it got sold somewhere else?
Yeah, and that's the first car I raced,
Oh, man.
and then I lost.
Yeah, those were the days. So that brings back a lot of memories. So that started off a friendship between me and him. You know, we progressed over time. And then through Oscar, I met this guy over here.
I randomly met him because I had to go to the junkyard and buy
A power steering.
a power steering pump for that Mustang.
Yeah.
The blue one?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was gonna take something, and he's like, "Hey man, what you got there?" I was like, "Fuck, man." And then he sold it to me on the side. But then I got cool with him somehow, and then I brought him around, and then you met him.
Yeah, we got cool because we started getting discounted parts.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Hey, what are you doing?" Oh, we started taking. That's when I had the red BMW. And you had the black Mustang, and we just started cruising around Werner. He would hang out at the parking lot of the school, high school. And I remember you just coming in one day, just doing
Hot.
donuts.
Hot.
I'm like, damn, who is that guy? Got out, finished his beer, closed the door. And I realized you had slicks. Front slicks. I'm like, damn, bro.
Wait. So when you met him, he had the Cobra,
Yeah,
and then I had my black one.
yeah,
Bro, like the time gap don't make sense.
yeah. It was like 2011.
There's gotta be like 09 when I met him. Or
Yeah, I
10.
think it was before that.
Before 09? Well, I was at Parks Glory in 09. You
Yeah.
know what? I got the picture on Facebook. Because remember, we went to the train station. That's right before they started building it.
So I don't remember when exactly, but it had to been 09, 2009 or 2008. Why? Because no, it was before that actually. You know why? It was way before that.
2011. August 15, 2011. That's the red Beamer, the black Mustang.
But we were already like cool before that.
Oh, yeah, we were real cool.
Yeah. I was
Because
still.
before that, I had the brown Mustang.
Oh, yeah, and we were cool before that, too.
The mineral gray when you saw the Romy.
Yeah.
I remember that car too.
You know what I remember about that car?
Also an automatic.
Yeah, it was. You know what I remember though?
What?
I raced Lupe in the Lightning.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait. Was it on Dick's
Junction.
Junction? Damn.
That's when I started getting cool with Lupe.
Good memory.
Okay.
Because before that, I had my Lightning too. And then I talked to him. But then I raced him with my Mineral Gray. And that's when I really started coming around.
Yeah. So time flies, man.
Yeah?
Time flies.
You remember your first street race?
Yeah, I'm telling you. With Tony.
You?
I was in high school still.
think
No, like when you first went to like the
the
scene.
races?
Oh, the scene?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
It was Westmore and Livernois, bro. That's where I always lived.
That was the third spot.
Westmore and Livernois.
When it got too hot on 16th and St. Anne's,
Uh-huh.
you go to Jefferson. Well, actually, you would meet up at Jefferson
Yeah.
first, because that was the spot. Jefferson and South End.
Yeah.
But where the fire stations, right?
Fire station here.
You know, my first time to go to the street race, you know who I was with?
Who?
You and Castro. Castro had a Trailblazer.
SS?
That's a black one.
Yeah.
That bitch burned oil. He sold it because of that.
What up, Don Castro?
Shout out, Mike.
So I've been knowing Castro for a while too.
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. No, my first time was so there was
Back in 89?
no. This is like a 99, 98, 99. I was still in high school, and I remember I used to go to school with a girl, and her brother had a purple, like your blue car, dog. It was built on nitrous.
Hey, but going back to the block, bro, in front of my house was Juan. He had a 86 GT, right?
It's 86,
Literally, in front of my house, there was a guy with a 7-Up.
A what?
7-Up.
a 7-Up edition.
It's like a 93
5-spot.
convertible green with a white interior.
Yeah,
Hey, look,
like-
I don't know what a 7-Up is.
It's a 7-Up edition. car.
Behind my
Someone
house,
post a picture of this, because...
behind my
Am I so that
house,
way?
there was a black coupe with a Vortec
Yeah.
and a white Lightning.
Okay.
Down the street, there was a kid. I forgot his name.
So what was it, like Ford block on that side?
Yeah, it was all like Fox bodies around there.
Bro, I remember before even all that. You weren't even there yet.
And on the corner, I remember a Capri.
Mm-hmm.
Just chilling there, yeah.
Mercury.
For the longest.
Mercury.
Like the front wheel drive ones or rear?
No.
Rear,
There's a
above.
Fox body Mercury.
Okay. I just want to make sure. 'cause-
Capri.
And when you say Capri, I'm like, you know what I'm thinking.
Bro,
No,
nobody thinks about that
Before
one.
that.
All right. It's a little older Capri.
You're a little weird. We don't think
Nah,
about that one. we don't.
Ford made that, so I don't want to.
Oh, and then the guy, Alex, had a black GT.
We a New Edge?
No, a Fox body.
Hey, El Pollero.
I don't know if it was a Poyero.
Yeah, he flipped.
No. He lives in front of your house. Actually, the Puerto Rican had a 86 white,
Uh-huh.
and Alex on the street had a.
Oh, Alex. Yeah. There's a lot of fun.
There's a lot of Fox bodies.
But I'm telling you, before
Hey, look, on my side of town, it was all Chevys. If you know about
That
Westmore and Livernois,
that explains a lot.
if you know about the Westmore and Livernois area, it was all
Box Chevys.
box Chevys, Camaros, Firebirds. They used to like racing the two-door Regos, anything.
The
with
G-bodies.
The G-bodies. G-bodies was it on my side of town. So we grew up on,
That's the
I grew
hood
up on
side.
a little ghetto side.
That's the hood side right there.
That's the hood. It was probably 6 Hispanic families at that time growing up.
No,
Now
I-
it's like They call it Little Central America now. That's what they call it.
Right now?
Yeah, they call it Little Central America. I was like, why? Then it hit me. I was like, damn.
Damn. Well, you do got El Rey de las Arepas right there.
Yeah, you.
Asti time and
Yeah, it's just like all mostly Central American
Yeah.
people now.
it's facts. It's facts.
Chapines.
Yeah, Chapinas, Salvadoreños, Hondureños, everything in there.
That's wild.
Dominican. Yeah, it's very diverse now.
Yeah, no. Back then you will see racing all the way to like 4 in the morning.
Yep.
4 o'clock. That's when street racing was great.
Okay, we've raced till 4 o'clock in the morning as well, though.
But no,
back to back. It's back to
No,
back.
but not like you would get Jefferson resurrected into downriver, so you'd get all those cats from downriver. Remember the guy, the painter with the orange Camaro, 69, badass Camaro, bro. Then you had Hood Legend. This is another. I don't know if you're a real Detroit street racer. You know about the Hood Legend, the green Chrysler pickup truck, big block. El Tejano, what's his name? Gus's uncle.
Yeah.
Gus's uncle. If you a real Detroit hood a street racer,
El Tamaulipas.
El Tamaulipas.
Yeah.
El Tamaulipas. Shout out Tamaulipas. He had a badass Chrysler. What was it?
Dakota.
A Dakota? No, it was a Ram 50 or something. One of those little Rams.
It was some little Dodge truck. Like
With
an
a
old
big,
one.
With a big block and unas llantísimas. Yes, bro. And he had a rivalry.
With that S10.
No, it was a Blazer S10. A black one.
Blazer S10.
Yes, bro. Yes, bro.
I'm talking about the guy that lives on Sharon. He had a green S10. I think he called it a limonada.
Oh, that guy was slow, bro.
But they were like race a lot.
Yeah,
Oh,
they
I
were.
remember. Was that the same Limonade that would get all a little hipsy? He was
Yeah.
recently they tried
Yeah.
to bring it back out.
Yeah,
like
yep.
maybe like 5 years ago they tried to
Yep.
bring it back out.
He lived on Garner.
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 Behind Garner.
Behind Garner.
Yeah.
On Springwells.
Behind Pepe's house.
Yep, behind Pepe's house.
Okay.
Well, anyways, but the guy that he had a real rivalry he could never beat was a black S10 Blazer from Lincoln Park. Small block Chevy on the bottom. Bro, that truck would
It was-
hook.
Oh, okay.
Would dead hook on the street, and bro could not. Big tire, big block truck, he would not hook. The times, I don't know about any other time, but the times I've seen it run, he'd give it to everybody else, but not that truck. As far as I remember.
Even though the little Dakota was fast. It's fast. It's
They're
big.
light. They're light. I mean, Dakota's only weigh. What year was it?
That's
80?
like a 80, late 80s, early
So
90s.
those things were probably curb weight is about 3,900 pounds, especially if it's 2-wheel drive, short cap, and
Oh,
pushing.
I think
Maybe 3,700 pounds on it.
Wait, but I think it was back half. it was like literally the frame back.
What?
Wasn't back half?
No.
No?
No. I'm gonna ask Gus for some pictures.
Ask him.
But even like that's a light truck back in the day.
Mhm.
That's a light truck from back in
That
the
is
day.
a light truck.
I don't think it's that light.
I mean, I'm just talking about.
Well, it has a frame.
Yeah.
It's a body on frame, so
Body and frame. That's what I'm saying. Like 3,900 pounds, because that's what a Ranger weighs.
roughly.
Yeah, that's what a Ranger weighs.
Roughly.
It doesn't pass 4,100 pounds, 4,200 pounds at all whatsoever.
So how do you think it went from before to now as far as street racing?
I think social media had a lot to do with it. Clout and social media. Back then, you would pull up and it'd be, do you want to run? Yes. What do you want to run for? $100, $200. Sometimes even 1,000. It would get crazy, but there was that fearlessness where you would just pull up and I want to run you. You want to run me? Let's see who's faster. I'm telling you.
Bring what you got.
I'm telling you, a small block Chevy S10 Blazer, clean. I remember you could immaculate black paint job, versus a big block on a big tire.
Just getting smoked.
His balls were swinging, bro. He let them hang. He was like, "Y'all want to run?" And they would run. The guy to tell you with that, what's it? The Fox body like yours, a GT. También.
Remember the old man that used to drive around in a red hatch?
Yeah.
He had like the old man glasses.
Yeah.
He used to drive like this, and the whole car had plexiglass glass,
Nice.
slicks.
He lived by a Waterman.
By Cesar Chavez, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, he was another one. Old guy. Oh, drove that boy every day
Even in the cold.
in the cold. He'd be driving it right now. Yes. Yes.
Right? Anybody can get it any time of the year.
I swear.
On slicks.
Cam-
All the time.
On slick?
On slick.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had drag lights on it.
Yep.
What?
Drag-
I don't-
he didn't have ponies that drag lights.
You know what's crazy? Because I guess I never came on this side of town, like on the other side of town, because I stayed on that side. everything we ever knew, but it's just like you knew Friday, like Thursday nights, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, there was always be races on West Warren. You were bored. I would like one time I snuck out. Shout out to my parents. They used to always catch me sneaking out.
But you know what? I never really. I don't think I caught the racing scene at Warren.
I did.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Because when I started getting into it, this one never had a lot of shootings.
yeah,
Well, that came later.
That
That
came-
came.
that
That's
was
another
like-
reason why it died down too. Because
that was like 06. I'm trying to say.
yeah, that was when
More after.
No.
a lot of the Honda stuff was going down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A couple people got shot because of that, but that's a whole nother. That was towards the tail end of it. Cause I'm telling you, I remember we'd meet up at Jefferson at like 12ish. There people already be chilling there waiting, and then you get the guys from downriver, you get the guys from Southwest, and then be races going on. The cops would come. Next spot, everybody knew, nobody had to ask. You just show up on 16th and St. Anne's, and they would run towards the train station on St. Anne's. I mean, on 16th Street.
When I started coming, it was more towards French.
No, that was
Yeah,
later.
French.
I'm talking.
I'm,
No,
well,
I'm-
I'm talking about when I started coming.
Right.
You're older than I am.
That's what I'm saying. When it would be hotter.
Back in the 80s.
This is not the 80s. I'm telling you, this is the late 90s.
Because I remember literally when I started coming around, so it's either Jefferson, French, even by Parts Galore.
R.I.P. St. Jean.
Epworth.
R.I.P. St. Jean.
Rest in peace,
Sweetest,
St. Jean.
sweetest surface to drag race, dig race in the hood.
Chrysler, you didn't have to buy a whole street out, for real.
Right. Did us dirty. No, but even before then, it was
Jefferson.
but I'm telling you, it was like he's saying, and then they moved to West Warren and Central. They would race off the light on West Warren and Central. You weren't around them.
I did go to that.
No, I was gonna say
I remember I raced
never
I raced RX-7 FD. FD RX-7 in the Cobra in that. And I raced Temblo, shout out Temblo and his red Chevy SS, Silverado SS. And then I raced that was when Laurent and I don't know if they remember that, if they watched this. Laurent and Parrish, what's his name?
Oh, Paris.
Paris?
With the red hat.
With the red hatch. I called them out and they didn't want no smoke in the Cobra. He went to go ask his brother, or maybe he approached me and I told him I'm down. I don't know whose car it was, a red hatch. He went and told his brother and he did not comply. He didn't reciprocate. He said nah. I'm like, come on, bro. A couple hundred, you know? And then it didn't happen. But that was towards the tail end. That was like back like 12-ish, maybe 15 roughly.
What, West Warren?
Because that's where somebody got I don't remember who, somebody got shot for something with the Hondas on Central, on Warren and Central.
Yeah.
And then it died down a lot. A lot. And then it resurfaced,
I don't think.
but differently. Because then you had Instagram. I remember getting some Instagram beefs
Yeah.
with a couple of people.
Because I remember when I started going, if you wanted to race, you drive to where they start, like to the back,
Wait a minute.
and then you just line up with whoever's next to you.
Yeah. You just pull up and
It's
just
like, oh,
go.
you ready? And then you go, yeah.
This is before y'all time too. Y'all don't know about this spot. I guarantee you don't know about this spot.
Of course, we don't.
Joe Randazzo. On
Randazzo,
Telegraph and Joy. That was the spot, bro. I swear, all my old heads, that was the spot. They would go there, and they'd go to Outer Drive. Outer Drive and there's a park right there. I can't remember.
Plymouth.
They would race off of Plymouth.
That's how you know we buy junk cars in the hood. We know all the streets.
Yeah, so that was another spot. There.
Yeah, it's Plymouth.
Plymouth.
Because Plymouth's got that big main street and it goes in.
Yes, sir. So those were all the spots that we used to have. Those are the spots that I remember. And then later came on. Oh, I forgot. Good one.
And you forgot.
Street, yeah.
A couple years
You
ago.
could have never hooked, but
Yeah, it was.
Oh, I did.
It was hit or miss with some
you got?
like. Yeah, it's another one. Then obviously that came after. That's the spot right now. Yeah,
we're gonna beat.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
I'm like, where's
We're gonna beat that out.
There's other ones that I don't like, bro.
no like
is really not that. It's not the.
No, it's not the spot.
It's not the spot.
I'm not gonna lie, I used to like racing on.
There you go. I think it's better.
It was dope.
Even though that's dangerous though, because you race from light to light.
Well, it really depends because if you remember,
Now you think about it. Wait a minute here.
well, that's why you had to get the light on red for the other one to be green for you.
Yeah, but still.
You had to like time it.
Yeah, whenever we flag, that's what usually we do is time one so you get the green on the
Hey, how
other.
many times you raced on that? Good amount of time. How many times we ever timed it? Fucking never.
None.
Yeah, we did try to time it.
Nah, bro.
I
don't
shit you
remember.
not, we tried to time it.
I remember not.
Because I remember the last time I raced there was when I raced Roswell's Corvette and we raced to the other side
Yeah, we were towards
towards the police station.
Okay.
We used to race towards the bridge.
Yeah, so that's what I was
That
saying.
time we raced this way.
There's two different ways you can run that. Oh, and then there's
That street was horrible. It was dope because it was wide and everything, but it was sucked because you're a main street.
And it was always dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you got a lot of semi-traffic. But
Yeah.
you know the other one that's real good too now?
By the hospital?
No, in
South.
Yeah, by the hospital.
is
It's
it
not a
hospital?
hospital.
There's a fucking hospital
No,
there.
it's not.
Got
Let's go
me.
to back.
Got
How
me.
much you want to lose?
I just know that that's another hot spot right now, and then obviously the one. There's a couple other spots we found out
We
about
gotta,
recently.
we gotta blur some of these out because they're just giving all the
Yeah,
spots.
just, all the spots we're naming, you're just gonna beep, beep.
Like
That's a lot of
names, streets, cities.
That's a lot of beeping.
It's fine.
Yeah.
They're all in Mexico.
I mean, like I think
That's dead. They
That's
put
dead.
rumble strips.
is dead.
Dead.
Stop saying the names.
Anyways,
Yeah, Mexico.
all these streets, all these places where we could get down, but nobody really races anymore. Why?
I think it has a lot to do with social media and a lot of the takeovers.
The sliding.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I
And
mean, it makes everything hot.
And I think now, like, everybody wants to for sure win. Nobody's scared to lose anymore.
They are scared of losing.
Yeah, nobody wants to lose.
Mainly that's what I think it is. Because if you think about it, what's gonna happen? I take an L, I'm gonna get clowned on social media. Not only do I lose money, I lose reputation,
Yeah.
but then I'm gonna get clowned on social
And
media.
not only that, too. Like, for example, everyone's on like, if you want to know what 5.0 or LS with a turbo or a Whippo 5.0 wants to run, there's people who do these builds all over the time, all over. And now that social media is there, people could time it right off social media. Even if they don't put timing or whatever, if you're good enough at it, you're gonna time it, and you can kind of pinpoint what you're going up against nowadays. You know.
Yeah, that makes sense too.
And so social media, like people are like, oh, even though you didn't show the time, I could pretty much pinpoint it because I have the same amount. I could just do the math, you know?
Well, people actually will stop watch your video.
Yeah.
They'll
Stop
clock
watching.
it. You know?
You know what I'm saying? So
To get an idea. It's not gonna be 100% accurate, right?
yeah, but if you know,
It's close.
but if like for example, someone's got a Whipple Coyote and they're like, oh, they're probably gonna run 10 seconds and then they're doing nine cutting nines. You're like, yeah, never mind, because it's a whole second, bro. You're gonna get gapped. So
Yeah.
social media does ruin it in that way, and you know you can't even hide nothing no more. People are like, oh look, and we hide the intake. We hide the nitrous right behind here.
Yeah.
Nobody would ever know.
Well, cloud's dangerous because you also want to show how you can
Your progression.
your progression, what you're capable of, how your build's going, etc., etc. So what happens? You end up snitching on yourself. You
Yeah.
know, telling what you have. You know, obviously they're gonna all the details, but
Yeah. And like for example, like every person has got a different build, you know. Like your setup, your setup is maybe the same as someone else's, but it's not exactly the same to the T. You know what I'm saying?
In theory, they're the same, but I just think that's where like the street becomes the equalizer.
Yeah.
True.
Well, not only that too, you gotta keep in mind, you have a different tuner, right? You have slightly different parts, right?
That's what I'm saying. Like
And then the
everyone's
whole
like,
thing that goes, you build on Monday, right? Or built on Wednesday, or built on Friday, built on Wednesday.
Yeah.
All that is true. I mean, if you think about it, some of these cars come out factory freaks. You're like, how's it running?
Yeah, we just proved that with one of our videos too. Like, your truck
Made 2 extra horsepower than
than Blue Balls. So
And those are the variants you're talking about, you know?
and, like, it may be 2 extra horsepower, but it's kind of stuff that that it just happens.
You know, supposedly that you could dyno tune, do a dyno run on 5th gear.
That's why the guy was commenting.
Yeah.
Did it die?
Supposedly you can.
So what about like?
Well, the thing
That's the beauty of social media right there. That's the beauty.
Yeah.
You can learn a lot, but you're gonna get clowned a lot. By a lot.
Yeah, so I don't know. Social media had a lot to do with it. I remember running into a couple beefs on myself, and then it killed like any chances of running that person again.
To
And
tell you the truth, I like the beef.
no, it's
As long as it's not get to the point you want to fight, which I
We've gotten there.
want, but I think beef is part of it. I like it.
no, it's not bad. But when you're on the internet, like if I have beef with somebody between us two, it's just me and them. Unless I tell you, how they gonna know, right?
Yeah.
So if I tell you I have beef with you, or we have figure we fall out, it's just me and that person. But when I have a chance or opportunity to post it or to say something online, that automatically just multiplies or magnifies the situation. And I think that's what most people are not. Yeah, I think that's what most people tend to shy away from now.
As long as it doesn't get personal, that's what I like.
Well, yeah, definitely. Don't bring up personal stuff.
No,
But
like if I want to race you and then we got like beef going on, and then we
right.
race and then like whoever wins and then we could like shake hands after, like
here's the thing, like when I'm more of a person where I reciprocate how you come at me. So if you come at me a certain way and say, hey John, let's run it. Okay, we'll do the stipulation part.
So how you gonna reciprocate on that?
He's got something coming to him.
All right, I just wanna.
Hey, hold on. 100%, I'm a firm believer. El que se lleva se aguanta. El que se lleva se aguanta. Y se aguanta machín. So I just putting it out there. That's how I am.
I just want to make sure it's on camera now. So
But social media is not as bad. I like, because if it wasn't for social media, we would have never made it to like going to Texas 2K.
yeah, I mean that's been a
So
couple.
we found out through social media.
Yeah.
So it's not all bad.
No. It's like everything. It depends how you use it. So you can use it for good and you can use it for bad. Look at Manuel.
That guy's just a troll, man.
You see what I'm saying? He rubs everybody the wrong way. But that's just how he is.
But he get his business out of it. Too.
Right. See, it goes back to the other saying. There's no such thing as bad publicity.
No.
Right? So he's using it that way. And you got other people that are using it completely different.
Yeah.
You know? They're not trolling, they're not calling out. I mean, they get races done. I mean, look at Freddie. They're not. Does he troll?
No.
It's a pretty positive channel. Look at On the Gas. It's a pretty positive channel. Those guys use it for like net good. Like they're trying to bring positivity.
I think social media is as much as effect it does have on it, it's got positive because that's how we started going with Texas 2K and started
Actually meeting other local races here
met
too.
other people.
People
That-
keep
I
asking
think
about.
that's how we decided to start recording our own shit.
Yeah.
'Cause
Pretty
we're like,
much.
wow, we're going over here, we're doing this, and we're not doing anything about it. Because think about it, we
No, we were like, especially like even things around the shop that we wish we could like have a camera on site all the time. Like I don't know, just moments where if we had a camera in our back of the day, like I think people would be like, "Yo, ain't no way these idiots did this." Like the one time your car caught on fire.
oh man.
There's one time I caught
Fun
a
fact. That's a true story.
like there's like burnouts that like you would not believe. Like one time at at like you remember Ramon spot, everybody did a burnout after burnout, and these were like 3-minute standstill burnouts. So like like nobody ever recorded and said let's put this on YouTube. No, until like it just came about.
Yeah, I think what we wanted to do was capitalize on all our efforts, like all we done, even from behind the scenes. Cause man, that's the main thing. The racing is like this much of it. It's like
10 seconds of it.
10 seconds. Wait, why did you give me 10 seconds?
11 seconds. 11 seconds, okay?
No, he's right. It's like literally 10 seconds, 8 seconds, 9 seconds, or whatever the time it takes to get to the quarter mile. And the building and repairing, the prepping, the negotiating, all that stuff is like eternity compared to
the braking, the fixing, the braking and the fixing. Like if you got a race car, you got a grudge car, hey, look, I just spent I just bought an LSX and the next thing you know I blew it. Like bro, like it just hurts emotionally and pocket wise, you know?
Financially.
So then you gotta figure out, what do we go wrong? Well, how do we just blow how much is that block?
You probably been north of 10,000.
So how do you blow it?
$12,000 block.
How do you blow a $10,000 block and you never finished to actually raced it, but once? I think I got what, 2 races out of that?
Maybe 2.
Maybe good 2 races.
Yeah.
And both times I got beat.
A whole lot of testing or a whole lot of passes.
Yeah.
But it didn't the net positive, you didn't get your return.
Yeah, I didn't get the money out of it. So it's just kind of like, if we would have started recording since back then.
Yeah.
I think it would have been like doper. And once you really think about it, it's kind of like we're all a group of friends. We're always hanging out with each other. Why not just have the camera on? And like I said, we have serious moments too, and we just like tell the editor, "Córtale, güey, corta."
Sometimes you have to.
Sometimes you have to.
I mean, we just wanted to share what we've been through.
Yeah, the journey. Like, I mean, my truck's almost done, and I think there's been times where we were clocking out the garage at 4 o'clock in the morning. Like Coolwhip was like a pain, but I remember working here till like 5 o'clock in the morning. I had to go to work, but then they still.
Actually, Coolwhip is how we really made the channel. I think I picked it up and I told John, I said, "Hey, I bought this. You want to fuck with it and record it?" And he's like, "Yeah," and it just went from there.
Yeah, I remember that one day, Great Lakes Throwdown, the first year
That was
we literally fixed Coolwhip. We were here till like 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock.
We didn't sleep.
No one slept. We got it fixed. We got it running. They drove it onto the trailer. Onto the trailer.
If you guys don't know what Coolwhip is, what was it, a 2000 Silverado we had?
Yeah, regular cab short bed.
It was supposed to be a simple build, and it just turned into a headache. I don't know why.
Yeah, it engine let go, transmission let go. It died. The fuel pump let go.
Yeah.
I mean, a bunch of stuff. It bent. It bent like
Push rods.
like
Push rods. Like,
the rocker.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy. That truck fought us. That truck really
no se
fought us.
quiso ir.
Nah. Well, finally, shout out Manuel. Oh, for all y'all that didn't know, and I keep getting questions on this. Even still, somebody asked me the other day, what happened to Coolwhip? Who won Coolwhip?
Come on, man.
Manuel
Curiel.
Manuel Curiel. He won it. Shout out Manuel. He was the winner of Coolwhip. Ended up taking her last year.
Yeah, last year.
I just think what went wrong with that truck is that we wanted to do a burnout truck.
Mm-hmm.
And then we put it to the test, and it just didn't survive.
It failed every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we got those ideas based on other
People,
influencers, other people that are in the game currently, and they're mad successful. So,
Yeah.
we just try to.
No, I think we were trying to do our own thing with that.
Well, yeah. But I mean, it was our own thing, but I think we gotta give credit where credit's due. Like, obviously, those guys were pioneers. They started before us, so. But it was our sauce, definitely our sauce, our own little spin on it, for sure. Taught us a lot, honestly.
It did.
Man, the whole way we organize things, our first event. Well, Throwdown was our first event.
Well, it was the whole thing with Coolwhip. It was our first
Everything.
social media together of Elite Racing.
Yeah.
We're like, all right, we got this truck. We're gonna put it together and show the progress, and then give it, to somebody. And it was a lot at first, actually.
Yeah.
Because we're trying to record, trying to fix it, trying to edit, and then just pieces started falling in place.
Yeah. Like they say, sometimes you just gotta start.
Yeah.
Yes,
Sometimes
sir.
you gotta get the ball
And
going.
once you start, also it's not a bad thing to get help.
Not at all.
No, because in the beginning,
I remember losing sleep just editing.
Yeah, in the beginning, trying to like we had so much shit, but we couldn't like put it out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, that's how like shit started coming together, and people were lining up to help us, and now it's a little easier.
Yeah, well, I mean, we got a lot to go still too. I mean, we got projects currently in the works that we are going about a different way
Yeah.
that we can present to you guys differently. So it's always been a learning process. But I mean, do we need to go down the list of like all the stuff that we got going on?
Not right now, but
I mean, there's plenty of.
but Coolwhip was an example of how we got together and like call it elite racing.
Right. The initial,
Like that's like the purpose.
the initiation.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
not just the racing part, because the racing part is the easy part.
Yeah.
It's the shit that goes before.
That's definitely the hardest part. Yeah. So I mean,
Heck yeah, man. I mean, just tuning.
Because
Just learning.
Even before Coolwhip, man, like, how many times did we break my car?
oh my god.
Oh my god. What are you trying to do? Break any car?
Yeah, I mean,
And it's part of it. So you can't really do much to change it or make it better,
Nah,
right? It's part of it.
part of the game.
It's part of the game.
but
Exactly.
we all like learned together.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
For sure. Like I remember when you had the red Mustang, the 14 Mustang. Put a picture right there, doing a wheelie on the street. So that car was a simple what?
Just a bolt on.
Botan 50.
It was similar to this, just another generation back, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, but
but it was like with a Roush.
it started with a Roush.
Yeah, so like a regular supercharger on a 50, and then we learned so much from that car. Even that's when we started messing more with suspension with that car, I think, because
that
when
car-
we started messing with the suspension, we learned a lot from that. You know,
I mean, that car, I learned a lot from it. Yeah, not just like breaking it and fixing it, just what goes to making a car faster. 'Cause I remember to one point, somebody asked me like, "Oh man, like, how do you stop this?" And I just looked at them like, "Man, when you're going fast, who thinks about stopping?" And so that actually like happened. Like, "Oh fuck, I can't stop."
yeah.
Like you don't think about that. You just think about
Going
making it
fast.
fast.
Put a parachute on it. That's not how you stop it.
Yeah.
No, but it goes like it takes. Like I said, that's how you. It's just you learn, man. Like you said, like that's why I said if we were to start recording back then, like you know,
Well, that's what I'm saying. Now that we're going forward, I mean, we got
Yeah.
cars that are. We got Bluetooth.
yeah,
We got your truck.
Hezbollah.
We got Gordi Bueno.
yeah,
Hezbollah, right? Sexy Red. All those cars we're gonna get into, you know, and that's gonna help. Now that we got the basis on how do we proceed or how do we go about it, I think those cars will get the spotlight a little better.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Karen, Blue Balls, you know, all that, all the cars that we have lined up to get done.
So like I always been a Mustang guy, but when I bought my SO13, I really got into like the Coyotes. So, and the years go by, you know, they change the technology of it. So I try to keep up with it. So I went from Rogelio, and now I have my 20 Mustang GT
2020.
2020. It's a whole different platform from what we knew to this one.
Yeah, for sure.
So
And
like,
even still, I mean, even a lot of it applies, but it's got a twist, right? It's what I've noticed. Like going from Rogelio, the 13 GT, Coyote Gen 1, right?
Yeah.
6-speed,
Yep.
solid axle. It's similar, but
Yeah,
there's
because even when I went from my 13 to the 14 GT, the black one,
yep.
Yeah,
with a Paxton, it was pretty similar. Like they had different power, but it was there. Like they worked the same way.
But yeah, now you're stepping up to an independent 10-speed.
IRS.
No, my 14, the black one.
Yeah, but when you go,
Yeah, so when I got my 20,
Whole different
it's
ballgame.
fucking apples and oranges.
and it's pretty much the same if you look at it. It's a intercooled, right? You got the ice tank in the back.
Yeah, but I mean, it's whole different. I see it different because
it just-
Rogelio had a TVS.
Mm-hmm.
This is a front feed. So the power hits different.
Mm-hmm.
So Rogelio down low was a monster. Hasbulla up top beats.
Yeah.
And Rogelio will hook everywhere. This one, man.
Yeah, like I remember when you first got that car, you couldn't get that car to hook anywhere, even on Grand River. I didn't think it would hook. It took a minute for there's a seat time, you know, and learning. And that's why we started recording, because like even if it's the dumbest test hit, you just learn.
I like to test. People laugh at me, but I don't give a shit.
I mean, that's how you
can't
learn,
go wrong
right?
with seat time. You cannot go wrong with seat time.
Repetition. You know what? The craziest thing is, you get into your natural sequence of things,
Yeah.
and then we do too. So that when we go out and actually have a race or a shootout or something,
It has been when I race and then like you guys are not around. It's like different. It's like I lose.
if you notice
Yeah.
if he's not in the groove,
Yeah,
we're not in the groove either.
Yeah, so
It like
it throws off everything.
yes.
Like I remember that. Like what car was it? I showed up late as hell and you won, but you gapped him. This was a Saint Jean, I think.
This was Rogelio.
Yeah.
Well, I don't remember.
I don't know. I remember that you had said you had won by like a fender.
Was it with the Hellcat? The blue one, the wrapped one?
Or was it the Civic?
I think it was a Civic. But I remember that you had just won, or they had just won by a fender or something like that, and they were trying to rerun it,
Civic.
rerun it,
Civic.
It was a
and,
Civic.
and you're like, no, and then I finally showed up. Watch it with the toxicas, eh? So I finally showed up, and you laid it down. We were there because like that's like, you know, part of your pit crew, part of your crew, is that we got to make sure that car is straight on the chiclet, right? You got to make sure it's right on the chiclet. Make sure when you do a burnout, it does burnout. How much of everything you know, and if you know your car, you're testing that car back to back to back to back. You know what the car likes, and you learn it. One guy's got one side, the other guy's one side. He does his thing, we do our thing, and that car just. I think that car. How much? I don't remember how much you beat him, but I know after that they didn't call you back out.
It was the second time. It was pretty bad.
It was pretty bad. So,
But it's like at that point it's like clockwork. You don't even think about it. You're just going through the motions, and that's what happens when you repeat it.
you know,
so
and
many
at the
times.
burnout, as soon as he does the burnout, you already know if it's gonna hook or not. If it isn't gonna hook, hey, we're doing this again, because it's not only hooking and winning, it's about his safety as well. Whoever's in the back seat, whoever's on the behind the seat, safety. You know, and I mean it's just a lot. It's just really like a lot. So like, you know. Yeah, we learned a lot with Red Car, because now that like the 10 speed, man, I think you leave it at a higher gear, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you know, like it is because he knows the car, and if it's not sticking, bro, like if he feels it's not good, as soon as he does the burnout, if we look at each other, good, no good, it just kind of like, you know.
Yeah, you can tell when it's shaky off rip. You can feel the surface with your put your foot down. You can feel the surface whether it's tacky, not tacky.
And then it goes back to like when he's behind the seat, when I'm behind the seat, when anybody's behind the seat, it's just you know. And then the cameras also help us see what it does, see if the weight transfer, what's the weight transfer doing, is it doing it correctly, where it's like that's part of recording too. You know, you learn a lot from recording. You know.
Yeah, you got something to go back to. You got something to check. Obviously, the draggies help a lot too.
Yeah.
Knowing your 60 foot, knowing your 8th mile time, 1,000 foot, obviously the trap speed, and then obviously quarter mile if you're gonna run the quarter mile. But I mean, honestly, 2-wheel drive is fun. They're probably faster than 4x4s, but that's why I decided to go 4x4, man. I mean,
I still like 2-wheel drive.
no 2-wheel drives. Don't get me wrong. It's just science.
Yeah.
It's
for sure.
fun because it's tricky. You have to figure it out, and I think that's what we like is figuring it out,
Probably.
right? I mean, te retas.
Yeah.
You say,
Yeah.
I need to get this car from A to B.
On 2
Let's-
wheels, baby.
Let's get it. Let's get it to A to B. It's definitely more skill, more talent, and more science behind a 2-wheel drive car. But bro, it's just fun not to think about it. Just get in that thing and just go.
Yeah, I think that's why. Like, I don't think I've ever had a 2-wheel drive car that, because Trailblazer was all-wheel drive.
Trailblazer was all-wheel drive.
That was a LS7 cammed out with a 3800 stall on a 70, right?
on a 70.
On a 4070.
75.
On this 4075.
Yeah.
I would never have to worry about warming up tires like at the tire. Let's go. Woo, fwah. launch, let's go. On the black Silverado, same thing.
Yeah.
4x4, you know?
It was just dead.
It would just go. I'm like, yeah, you gotta warm up the tires, but just hit up and go, you know? And I don't think I've ever had worried about that much as much as you did. But like I said, 2-wheel drive is funner. It's lighter.
I mean, like I said, I like to keep up with like whatever technology they got right now. Because I remember at one point I had Rogelia. It was a 2018 F-150 that was a 2-wheel drive.
2-wheel drive.
Yeah.
And now I have the 2025 F-150 4x4. Like you said, sometimes you just want to sit there and go.
Yeah, like
My thing is too. The other thing I was reading, I was rationalizing was, you can always take a 4x4 and make a 2-wheel drive, but it's way harder to go from a 2-wheel drive to a 4x4. So you might as well just pick the platform, right? And if you ultimately, if you build the truck fast enough, or the car, well, obviously your Mustangs don't apply; they're not 4x4. But like if you build the truck, there's rumors. If you build a truck fast enough on 4x, and you need that little itch, the little, you know, obviously you're gonna change the setup, right? But you can get it into a 2-wheel drive format where you could just do the 2-wheel drive thing.
yeah.
That's what I was thinking about it. Take the diff out, flechas out, right? It's a lot of work. Don't get me wrong. But it's possible. It's doable. Yo, shout out Houston Street Monster. He's a beast for that.
He did it, but then he went back.
Right, but he was calling out somebody because, like, basically you could back somebody in the corner, and they can't get out anywhere, and that's what he did with bro. He didn't want to race at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But he was like, oh, you're 2-wheel drive? I could be 2-wheel drive too, partner. Give me an hour and I'll meet you.
Hey, let me check these things out, baby.
I'll meet you on the street. Give me an hour, and I'll meet you on the road, and we can get it done.
Oh, you 4x4? Cool.
And we could bet for what, you know, he got money, so he's like, we could bet for whatever you want. That's what I found impressive about those trucks. Blue Chip, honestly, if I can get it to go fast, hopefully this year we'll be in good shape. But if it comes down to it,
2-wheel drive.
2-wheel drive.
Here's my switch.
Yank the diff. Yank the front axles.
You ain't doing that.
Yank the
just take
bro.
just take the axles out, bro. We ain't doing all that.
You wouldn't do it?
No, we just taking the axles.
You're like, you know how much weight goes into the drive shafts, the diff, and the fletcher, the front drive?
Let me tell you how John is. He ain't doing it. Unless it's a big money for race.
Hey,
Big money for race.
Hey, talk to me nice.
That's what I'm saying.
People know if you talk to me nice, it can happen. I've had a setup race in like 2 weeks. Was my car down?
Hold on.
Oh yeah, with the clutch.
Was my car down? And what happened?
We got it.
Literally got it out of the garage and had it out and ready to race in a week.
It was full of dust still.
It was dusty AF, bro. But what did we do? We got it together.
Go.
We got it on the road, right?
Did you burn out? Hold on. If I remember correctly, if that's the race I'm talking about, it was on, right?
Yeah.
All right. I remember the clutch went in like 3 days for your birthday or something,
Yeah.
and then
Actually, the clutch sat there for a minute.
yeah, the clutch sat there for a minute. Then they called him out, and then they were like, "All right, you're like okay to it." And then he had some dry rotted tires.
That's the worst decision I ever made.
Dry rotted tires, and then I think that clutch was only 1 use, 2 uses, and he broke it that same day.
Yeah. That's why I took the L to the Civic. Shout out Puchito. Good race. He's my boy. None but love for Puchito. I took the L to that Civic, and then we had a race lined up that fell through, and then we had a race with a black Jeep, and we caught that dub. My clutch was burning, and I haven't checked it yet. Honestly, it's been the same since. I haven't touched that car.
I still take 2-wheel drive.
No. I agree, 100%. 2-wheel drive will always be faster.
Funner.
Well, and faster.
And faster.
No, you put 2 trucks the same. I guarantee he builds a 2-wheel drive truck. I build a 4x4. The 2-wheel drive, when it's maxed out, the 2-wheel drive is gonna. If it hooks, everything held the same. Same 60 foot, same trap speed, same 1,000 foot, same reaction. Everything held the same. The 2-wheel drive will beat the 4x4, and that's facts. There's no denying it.
It's just light.
It's lighter.
I think it's like he said. I like the hard work.
I mean, it's satisfying.
It's
Bro.
come its own way.
I think that's what it
No, no,
is.
no.
It's come its own way.
Bro, how does it feel when he? This is his car, and we're just helping. So I don't imagine what.
So when you beat the Trackhawks on the 2-wheel drive and like when I remember that one race too, when you beat that black Trackhawk, it was like what is it 40, 50 degree weather?
Yeah.
We lit up the street like I think there's got to be pictures and videos. We lit up the street. It was a Trackhawk, FOB,
FBO.
FBO, FBO. Against the red car,
Football on nitrous.
full bolt nitrous, whatever. I don't remember, but
It was nitrous. It was
but
definitely-
like literally, it was an all-wheel drive Trackhawk. Nice setup on draggies, right? On drag rears all the way around, and we pulled up. We pulled up like, are you gonna race on 50-degree weather, 40-degree weather? I'm like, yup. We just all we did is heat up to 60 feet and sent it,
You know what?
and that was a good race. I remember that.
Did I tell you guys that I was nervous as hell?
I was nervous.
Yeah, bro. We were all
no,
nervous.
no.
It's like
You were not as nervous as me when I. We don't know what did we ever do that before?
no, we had no idea what we were doing.
We had no idea what we were doing. Chris asked me, "What do I do? How far do I go?" Just spray it. What did you do? Just spray it.
I sprayed 60 foot out the way.
60 foot, and then somebody else was on the other side.
Yeah, they were complaining. Like, yo, bro, like, what you want me to do?
They sprayed both lanes where the tires, right? And I'm on the torch, and that thing lit up. And in my head, I thought this was gonna be like bubblegum, sticky. Why did I touch it and it was slippery? Bro, my heart dropped. My heart dropped to my knees. I remember like yesterday, and I'm like, what are we gonna do? We're about to take a fat L right here.
And it was.
I didn't say nothing. I kept I didn't say, bro. I didn't, bro.
What? When I go back and look at the videos, you didn't spray the 60 foot.
We did. We
No, you
sprayed it.
didn't.
Where did we spray? We sprayed
You
like.
spray where I burn out. So you sprayed up to the staging, the
No, we
starting line.
sprayed further
How
up.
much you want to bet?
Look, you know why? Because the whole street was on fire.
No.
It was a lot.
It was, bro. It was a
My car
lot.
was behind. Then my
Then
car
we sprayed
pulled up.
No, that was on. I know what you're talking about.
I'll pull up the video.
That was with when we did that with
The GTR.
The GTR.
The GTR, yeah.
But the same thing with the track car.
No, the Tracker was okay.
No,
the
the
Tracker
Tracker
was a
was
little
further-
bit,
they were
but it was further
complaining.
in front.
It was
The
further
one
front,
we
it was-
messed up. I remember thinking, I'm like, what are we doing?
Was that in Pontiac?
Yes, I
It was a
remember
Pontiac.
literally thinking, what are we doing?
Yeah, it was
because
a
it was
Pontiac.
way behind. The prep surface was way.
Yeah.
So you
And
only got
Pontiac for sure. We
Yeah.
messed up because we left the torch there.
Yeah.
I remember that one. Poor cop showed up on us and we all dipped. And John's like, "Where's the torch? Forget the torch, boy." We dipped. Yeah, Pontiac we did mess up.
Why did the cop say the barbecue's on you guys this weekend?
I'm telling you, even with the track car.
It
because
did.
When as soon as I passed the starting line, bro, the car spun.
It did, but it wasn't as bad as the GTR.
I don't.
Bro, when I reached the GTR, it hooked.
Yeah, but that's a better street.
That was a better street.
No, actually, I take
Same
that back.
street.
No, it was St. Jean.
I mean, yeah, they were both good.
I take that back. They're
You
both
check.
good.
Oh,
The Tracker was on St. Jean.
yeah.
The GTR
Both
was
was
on
on St.
South,
Jean.
South Boulevard. It was a-
But what time though?
They
We're
were both
just-
late and cold as
It was
fuck.
cold as fuck.
Yeah.
I remember I had my insulated boots
Oh.
Yeah.
on that day.
Uh,
But yeah,
we
so
had a good
so
time.
to holding everything accountable, it is more. He's saying what Oscar's saying is 100% right. It is more gratifying when you beat an all-wheel drive vehicle with a two-wheel drive car and you're hanging with it. It's insane, bro. That says a lot. So I definitely agree with that.
Especially when you're 60 foot in them.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and that's the thing. That's the thing. That's the platform. Like, the consistency of a 4x4, does it outweigh the two-wheel drive? You know, that's the beauty about Silverados and F-150s. Like, you could get them in both ways. You know,
Yeah.
and you could go back and forth if it's 4x4, right? It's just the beauty. But I don't know. Ever since Rafa's green truck, I don't know if you remember it.
Okay, yeah.
You remember that truck?
Yeah.
Regular cab short looked like a work truck, complete work truck. That's what sold me on 4x or all-wheel drives. Honestly, that Silverado was unassuming. It was a work truck to the max, and it just left. It didn't have shit up top. I'll tell you that. Kind of like Chunti's truck.
Oh yeah.
It's like at the
Yeah.
top end. It doesn't have. You need a little.
I mean, with the track car, we left together, and then my car just.
Yeah. Going back to the same thing. Two-wheel drive all day. I just like where the truck scene's going though. That's all. You know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And honestly, F-150s are what's hype right now.
Yeah, F-150 was hype right now. I mean, you can't.
You know,
it's the best
Silverado's been holding the spotlight for how long?
forever. I said at least a good part of the early 2010s. All the way.
I think when the cat eyes came out, that's what I think. That's my opinion.
The cat eyes?
Don't take me the wrong way, okay? I think cat eyes is what made them popular. Cat eyes is a nice truck.
They are nice
Yeah.
trucks.
That's what I have.
And you could build a nice cat eye. I mean, look at Edgar.
Yeah.
Edgar, shout out Edgar. He has a nice little setup. That should run.
Yeah, it's nice.
The cool things about Silverados is you could make them fast as many ways. You
Yeah.
could go NA, you could go turbos. I haven't seen many blower Silverados, but I'm sure you could do it.
Shout out Torres. He has 2 of them.
Yeah, Joe Gibbs one, that nice one.
Oh yeah.
Just
They got that nice Joe Gibbs, man.
yeah, low mileage Joe Gibbs. And then the other one's the SS Clone.
I think the S. You know what? I think maybe you're right. Maybe the SS Silverado is what made them like started catching people's
Yeah,
eyes,
cut off.
right? Because it went from the SS Silverado. I don't know. Maybe who cares? I don't know. But when people like you took people started realizing, hey, look, the LS1 is aluminum. The 5.3 is the same damn motor for cast iron.
I don't want to hear that.
And then
I don't wanna hear
literally,
that.
it's the same bolt-ons, right? It's the same thing. They bolt on together.
No, I don't want to hear that. You're not gonna tell me you could make. I mean, everything's possible. I'll tell you right now. 5.3s are fucking slouches.
Yeah, they are.
Well, I hear rumors talking about 5.3s do this, 5.3s do that, SB this, SB that. I don't know.
But that's why we built the Gordibuena, just for the
No, look.
just
so
for the
this
same
is
reason.
The cool thing about Silverados, you can find parts everywhere.
Yeah, for sure.
And for fucking free, damn near. So
Whoa.
it's true. When we started putting Coolwhip together, and I was doing what other people were telling me to do, and then I was like, yo, this is fucking slouch.
Yeah, 5.3.
Oh, yeah.
Cool was not fast.
It
No.
was not.
Till we got the 6.0 in there.
Even then.
Even then.
It was not.
It was fun when we put that converter.
Yeah.
The temperature converter,
Yeah.
it losing it. I think that's how it fucked up the transmission.
You remember? I remember when I took the cat eye to the shop. When they went to the shop for the first time, they're like, "I want a cam in this."
No, he had not only. Okay, that was the first time, but then.
Bro, when he first came to 5.3, I had just got my Rogelia, and then I beat him.
Yeah.
I wish it was stock.
Yeah.
But look,
I think right after that, I went to go get the star too.
but going back to Coolwhip, seeing like, okay, 5.3s, everybody's, oh, they could do this. We built the 5.3, and it's the whole opposite. They
Yeah.
put a 6.0, it's still a slouch.
Yeah.
So when Chris brought his truck and wanted to put a 6.0, we convinced him to turbo it.
Yeah.
It was like the best thing he could do.
That's the best thing you can do. Yeah. It's just the thing is with the Chevys, if you don't stroke them, like
Relax.
if you stroke, wow, somebody can't control it.
Somebody heard the word stroke.
When you stroke a Chevy motor,
How do you stroke one?
you put a big crank.
Okay, just want to make sure.
When you put a stroker motor into a Chevy, it's a different animal.
It'll move.
It's
It'll
a different
move.
animal. Do we have
The
to tell you?
No. The LSX.
What happened when you went to a 5.3? Because you skipped right over 6.0s.
Look, I went from a 5.3, skipped over 6.0,
6.2s.
6.2, 7.0s, LSA, and went straight to LSX.
And what was a night and day?
Amazing. Like the
What was it?
like the tuner told me, he's like, yo, you're choking up this motor on stock heads, stock intakes. Upgrade. Oh no, I still had
just
the head.
the intake.
Just the intake.
He had
Just
PRC 370 somethings or
no,
something.
285s.
285s?
285s. They didn't have threes yet.
Okay, my bad. He innovator over here. Back in the
No.
day before they had.
Back in the day, they had them. I think it just when Texas Speed had just dropped out the PRC heads.
Mm-hmm.
But we had stock intake. You know, we're running NA. I'm like, bro, what can I possibly need, right? And then the tutor called back. He's like, hey, you're choking up your engine. Buy a better intake.
Facts. So what happened?
We bought-
Dropped the atomic MSD intake on it, and it responded like nobody's business. So you stroke a Chevy, even you don't even need the LSX blocks. You just stroke a 5.3, right? You gotta sleeve it. You gotta sleeve it, right? Stroke a 6.0, stroke a 6.2, 416 and up. That engine's a rev monster, so it's gonna wake up and it's gonna move. But until then, I don't really see it. 5.3, 6.0s, unless you boost it, like you said, apply boost.
They'll take a beating. They'll take a beating for sure.
No, yeah, perfect.
What?
I look.
What?
I don't know. Those were high miles,
What?
5.3s and 6.0s.
Man.
No, they're stout motors. They're stout motors. But you gotta go through them, obviously, especially if they have a lot of miles. What did we do to yours?
Yeah, we went through mine.
I wouldn't waste my time on a 5.3. Or a 6.0, I'll tell you that.
Personally, me either. I mean, when I could go find me a LS7 crank for like $500, $450, and you know I could get a set of pistons for like $500-$600, and I could get rods
The
for
team
another
special look. We
for
should
another $500,
we
and
should do that.
I got a stroker,
But look, that was
cast iron stroker.
Hey, you know what? We should do that. We should do a Timu build. We should do a Timu
are.
build.
we are.
Oh, which one?
La Murosa is gonna be all team.
Oh shit!
But look, this is the whole point. When we got Coolwhip, we wanted to make a truck that the average Joe could copy it. Like, oh, I could do that too.
Legit, we were on a cheap budget with that truck, you know?
Right.
Cheap,
There's
but
something-
it's cheaper than yours, bro.
Yeah.
We don't got half of what you got money into your truck, into Coolwhip.
Coolwhip,
Mine was supposed to be cheap.
No, this was
Coolwhip was something that anybody could like. Oh, I
Yeah.
like that. I'm gonna go do it. It was a 5.3 cam, exhaust, lowered, with a fuel system,
it was for all my cuz out there.
and
No chemical.
we put a gear in the back because
Yeah.
we wanted to do burnouts.
Yep, tall gear.
But we found out real quick, or
Bro.
I found out real quick, all the problems that everybody has. Quick.
Like that.
Fucking blowing up a 5.3. It couldn't handle the red light. I don't remember revving it.
Bro, that bitch.
Bro, you were banging it.
That thing
You
was
ever
like,
seen the
dun,
video?
dun,
NSC?
dun, dun.
NSC has got you in the video going ding 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 ding. It sounded like the stock market, how bad you were banging it.
But look, it worked out good because then I swapped to a 6.0 right away.
Yeah, it did.
And then we found out how weak the 4060 is.
Oh, we already knew that. Just
Yeah.
like my truck, we already know. It's like if you're building any LS platform, do not put a 60 on behind it.
Don't tell the Texas guys that, because Ricky slid up on a story. Shout out Ricky.
As
And
fun
El-
as
and El
Coolwhip,
Valle.
as fun as Coolwhip was, I wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
You wouldn't do it again?
No.
No.
I mean, if I was to build another Silverado, it has to be a cat eye, and I like when you were doing the LS6NA, high compression.
Yeah, that was
That would be crazy.
that was crazy. Like I almost had it done. It's just because also don't ever go cheap on fuel.
Overbuild fuel systems.
Overbuild fuel system. Do not go cheap. That's what ended up going wrong with the LSX. When it just stayed open, I punched it. It filled the cylinder with fuel.
Window to block.
Window to block. LSX.
Fortunately, it's below the cylinder, so it wasn't. And we haven't torn that apart yet, so we don't
You
know.
know, so and it made it backfire so bad that the intake melted. When Oscar was tearing it down, he's like, "Yo, this is intake just melted completely." And it's
$1,000. Well, how much? is
that thing back then it was like $1,500 shipped and everything.
$1,500 intake.
$1,500
Garbage.
Garbage.
But as fun as a cool beat to have a high compression NA Silverado, I wouldn't make it to go fast. I would just do it just to say I had it. Because if I want to go fast,
Yeah, you
I'll
gotta
just go build
boost it.
F-150. No.
I mean,
Just get
Thank
F-150.
Thank you.
it's just like anything boosted can go fast though.
Nah.
That's right.
Bro, Rogelia was NA.
No, name me another platform where you. Okay, name me another platform where you could just put a set of turbos on there. Apart from the
I
price.
mean, okay.
Bro,
Apart from the price of the truck.
Just don't get too ahead. Rogelia was NA.
Right.
Rogelia had a Mustang manifold, cat deletes, E85 tune. It was low 12s all day.
On nitrous.
On nitrous, bro, I dropped to like 11.1 when we started taking weight out.
So I was what 2-wheel drive too, right?
Two-wheel drive, yeah. It had a drag pack, traction. No, I had no traction bar, but it had a adjustable shocks, so it hooked pretty good.
Apart from the price of the truck, how much did you think you had into it?
Not a lot. It was my daily.
Yeah, nitrous kids like
It's beautiful, bro.
Yeah, that's
It's
just
beautiful.
Like
To get something to run with that. To get something to run with that, Eddie. Remember Eddie?
my nitrous kit, I hooked it up legit. I had a window switch. It was a window switch, and what was the other switch called?
Oh man, there was a maximizer, no?
It was activated by RPM, and it ramped up.
He had a maximizer on it. So like a timer.
yeah.
So it was dope. Like I think I had it from like 2800 RPM to like 7500, and it like just ramped.
Unopened. I mean, apart from oil pump gears, right?
Nope.
You never put
Nope,
those.
nope.
Wow.
He never opened it.
Great.
He never opened it.
Wow.
Bro,
I remember that much.
daily.
Wow, that's crazy talk.
I remember you had a blower for that too. Didn't you have a blower sitting around?
No, when I saw Rogelio, I would try to buy a Whipple with the Gen 5, but they were backdoored for like weeks. This is one of the parts you couldn't get parts.
Yeah.
COVID times.
Yeah.
COVID
So I
time.
was like, eh. And I ended up selling it.
When we say COVID times, everybody just started making the.
Yeah. So that just goes to show you, but that also has to do with technology. But even still, hold on. I know where you're gonna go with that. Now that I said technology.
Right, so you want to go forward, not backwards.
Right. No. But even still, even 10-speed Silverados cannot keep up with the Coyotes. When you boost them.
I don't like 10 speeds.
Coyotes?
No, I don't like them. I'll take a 6-speed over a 10-speed.
Well, yeah, that's fine. But then you get when you're gonna get.
I'm just saying, because people are going to be like, oh, the only reason why 4 is fast because it's a 10-speed. No.
No, it's just the technology. The motor's flowing more.
Well, I'm just saying
More
comparing.
air.
I'm just saying comparing apples to apples. When you get a 2018 F-150, and you got a 2008, because you can't get newer trucks, newer GMs with V8s, right? I don't think you can get newer GMs with V8.
Look, I'll be honest with you. I don't know anything about the LT platform. I really
The
don't.
LT platform. You want me to tell you what the problem with the LT platform?
What?
They did not do port injection. That's the problem with the port.
Like,
Ask anybody.
look,
Ask
haven't-
Huicho. Shout out Avina's Performance. Shout out to Luis Huicho over there.
Yeah.
Ask him why his car is not. Don't mean to put you out there like that, but these are facts.
The
These are
fuel
facts.
system is expensive. And that's why.
Because GM did not put the port injection in from the factory, whereas Ford did. Ford, you got 16 injectors in a Coyote from 18 and up.
Yep.
Yeah, 18 and up.
Yeah.
In the Mustang and in the.
Look, man.
It's-
I
what's
still haven't
Yeah.
dug into LTs. Do I want to? Just to find out. Why not?
I told you what you need to get.
If I was a Chevy guy, which I still want to do, I'll get a Corvette.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
Why?
Nah.
Why?
Nah. You never worked on the Corvette. I know. I can tell you right now, you never worked on it.
I'm gonna tell you right now. I did.
Wow.
I moved Omar's car. And it's hard because the drive shaft was on the ground, and you have to go through it like Corvettes are low. So in order for me to get in the car, first of all, look, I'm 5'5", all right. I'm a little weight
On a good day.
On a good day. And I'm a little chubby. I'm a little husky, okay? And to get in and out the Corvette is hard. Alright? Maybe you're John, 5'7", slim build, or like Diego,
Damn.
6 foot, 120 pounds.
For the record, I'm 5'9". For the record.
Well, you can't sit there and tell me the Corvette's not sweet.
You're sweet, but
I didn't say
they're
that.
not easy to work on.
I did not say that.
They're not easy to
I
work
did
on.
not say they were sweet. No disrespect for Corvette owners. They're fast. You can build them to go very fast. But no, bro.
They're hard to work
You have
on.
never done a transmission on a Corvette or done a clutch, bro.
Still want to get Corvette.
I mean, do what you want. And the parts, the money. Look, if you own a Corvette, what year? First of all, I don't know what year you're talking about.
C6 and up?
C6 is not
Like the
as bad.
LS7 ones?
061.
C6.
Or the C7?
Yeah, the C6.
After the C5.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not. It's not.
C6.
It don't have the pop.
Maybe even a C5. But the one that I really like is the one that beat me.
C7.
Oh, C7.
Yeah. CO6.
You know how much a rear?
Burgundy.
You know how much?
With Byron tier.
No, that's nice. That was nice.
Peanut butter and jelly, boys.
That car was nice as fuck.
Nice.
I still
Convertible.
think about that car.
Convertible.
It's not convertible.
That's not.
Target.
Remember, I lost
Target
a bet to
tire,
that.
yeah.
Target.
I
Whatever.
lost a bet to that, so I remember that
The
one.
roof comes off. The roof comes off. Anyways,
That car is nice.
you know how much it costs to do a 15-inch conversion for the rear?
I wouldn't do that,
Just drags. He had drag radios that day
bro. He had the factory wheels on a drag tire.
and walked us.
Yes.
Walked us
The car, my, car,
and let off.
my car was already hurt.
What was hurt? That was about
Yeah,
to say.
car's already hurt.
I was about to say that.
It was
It legit broke.
Yeah,
So
it did.
come on, man. If that car was healthy, it wouldn't have gone that way.
That car was nice, bro.
Yeah.
And it was on the what are they 20s?
There might have been 20s. You know him. He'd be
Yeah.
flashy. He'd be flashy with it.
That was a nice ass car. I'll send you the pictures you could post it.
It was real nice. Yeah. Z06 too.
06, yeah.
CO6.
Yeah. So supercharged.
Yeah. That's
My
a really
thing
nice
is,
car.
my thing is, all the Corvette owners know, or that build Corvettes and have to drop the coin on building one. I helped do a clutch before.
What,
I never
Rafa?
seen a Corvette lose traction.
You haven't seen Rafa.
You literally raced a Corvette on the freeway in Texas 2K
Oh,
and
yeah.
it lost traction. Like, come on! Buddy, what are you doing? Post something in the video.
I forgot.
You're talking about, I've never seen a Corvette lose traction. Buddy, you literally raced.
one.
No, Rafa's is hard to handle too. And
And you think about it, they're just light cars.
Yeah.
They're light cars,
Yeah.
so I think, I don't know how much they weigh. I'd
Probably
say,
3,200
So
pounds.
speaking of weight, you think weight matters?
and what?
huge.
And
Your
what?
weight.
Yeah. Every 1,000 pounds, it could help you save a second? Something like that?
Something like that.
So you gotta think about it. If like for example, right? If we got up Gordi Buena, let's say it weighs 4,100 pounds, we cut it all up, took as much steel off, right? And we right there, like, I hope someone losing weight. I mean, maybe it's like right. I'm like, what?
So
Put
let's say, hold on, I got a serious question. Let's say you get serious with your truck, right? Like where you wanna like compete hard, like bet high.
Okay, bet.
So, like you're taking it serious, right? Like,
Yeah.
I'm not saying you're not.
Going retarded again.
Yeah. No.
The reason I'm saying I'm going retarded again is because I built 2 trucks and I went broke. A little 7 Trailblazer and a LSX Cat Eye. John is my witness. I maxed out everything
Would you
except for the fuel system.
would you get to the point where you lose weight?
Yeah, because I won't have no money. Fucking, I'll have no money to eat at that point.
Would you?
Lose weight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like I said, like if you
I'd put a different driver in it.
For real?
Yeah.
like think about it, it's just like
Like
the
Diego?
horse. Yeah,
Yeah.
Like the
Better
horse
get ready,
races,
Diego.
right? Think about it, the horse races. Like the horse races, right? They're looking for a certain type of height and weight for their horse races. Why? Why? Because you need someone who can reach still and still chuck and still position yourself correctly and be as light as possible without flying the fuck off.
Yeah. No,
And
100%. I'll put it to you simpler. Let's not even go that far. And we can prove this in a video later on if you want to. You guys pretty much have the same truck. And you guys are a tenth off, right? A tenth of a second, or not even a tenth of
the same
You
shit.
guys are literally the same time in the quarter mile, right?
Mm-hmm.
One of you guys start removing weight, and we can show how much weight is a difference just by swapping drivers before it. I don't know what your guys' weight difference is, but we could just swap drivers from one to the other.
How much you weigh? We weigh the same.
We're the same. Okay, so we could do a baseline run, right? Well, we already did that actually, but you could put a way lighter driver in one of the trucks, and we could prove a point. Now we can take it from there, and you know what they do, right?
Yeah.
Tailgate, bumper,
Spare.
seat, hitch, center console.
I know when I started doing all that to Rogelia, bro, it was getting faster.
Yo,
and faster.
Velocity and midnight or daylight, whatever you call it, they sell.
Man, I remember I told you I was gonna see the front bumper of my suit. No man, why?
I mean, back then,
Bro,
That's the good thing about John learning about growing up.
bro. I told him I'm gonna take my front bumper off. Why?
I just remember
I
thinking
told
it was
bro-
gonna look weird.
I told bro, hey, I'm gonna put a parachute on Rogelio. I'll stop being your friend.
I remember that.
And now he's like, yeah, get one.
I told you I wouldn't.
It's because another thing too, like for example, it's going faster and faster and faster.
Yeah.
We're faster than what we were with Rogelio. I'm gonna say we as a team, but you're a lot faster than what you were with Rogelio, right?
Yeah, Rogelio. Hasbula is as fast as Rogelio was the fastest Rogelio ever been, and Hasbula is still like hasn't reached peak,
Yeah,
and Rogelio was like
maxed out.
Yeah,
Maxed out.
we was already thinking of like going different routes when we were like, wow, like we hit like a fucking wall.
Yeah, it was
Like,
like
it just wouldn't go
I
faster.
think the blower was
The blower was
maxed out.
max.
Blower was maxed out. Trans was already built that time, was it?
No,
No?
it was stock.
It was stock, but it was maxed out. Everything that was maxed out at that point. It's like maxing out as much as you can.
I think when I seen it was max, I started taking like weight. I took the back seat out,
I remember
stuff from
that.
the trunk, took the passenger seat out,
I remember when
and it was still like,
I remember we got Hasbula. There was no passenger seat. I'm like,
yeah.
jump in. Okay, let's go. You know.
But it just hit like a wall where it just like it wouldn't go down.
It was like, here's the wall. If you cross this wall, you go full retard mode.
it was
when-
there.
Once you max a certain level, that's why you overbuild. But I mean, again, you're gonna max that too. So once you hit a certain plateau or level, it's gonna be until you just like change your setup. You know,
Yeah,
bigger blower built engine.
We were thinking of like where to go now. Like,
Yeah.
where do we go now?
Well, I mean, with the cars that are coming out, I mean, like I said, we could always do comparisons and stuff like that. I know I would like to drop a lot of weight for my shit, like me personally.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I would still wanted to make a street truck that you can drive every day and not be annoyed to the, you know.
Like
to
not
the
making a
max.
tin can.
Yeah, no, I don't want to cut it up like that. I mean, eventually, if again, fuck
You
around
think-
and find out.
You think he's gonna cut it up like that?
I think it's gonna get to a point.
I mean, if it push comes to shove and I'm trying to get that little edge,
If my main focus was a truck, to where like I want to compete with it, I would.
I don't want to do that right away.
I would.
That's why I wanted to buy a bucket, because then I wouldn't care.
Man, look at our video. Did we load those videos? Did we load those videos about
No,
when we were?
we went-
No,
no, we
man, look. You had enough opportunity to buy buckets. Then you
No,
started
he wanted
crying.
way too much for that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, okay, no, I will give you that. I will give you that.
He wanted way too much for
Yeah.
that. That was junk. That was junk.
They literally tried to get my boy
Do me dirty.
doing him dirty.
No, but for the future video, we could do that. I mean, we pretty much got two baseline trucks, right? They're both within the same range.
2025 is better.
Por eso.
I like the 25.
No, I'm saying to a comparison where we could prove the weight thing. The weight.
Oh.
Make an episode on that. You know?
Well, how much is your weight?
My truck?
Yeah.
I don't know. We have to put it on a
They're
scale.
probably like 43, all of 4,300 pounds, 44.
I really want to put Hasbula on a scale.
That's probably like 3,900 pounds.
I say
4,000
that
pounds.
blower's heavy. I'd say it's pushing
I want
38,
to.
39.
No, it's got to be more than 30. It's about to be 39, 4,000 probably. A truck is like 300 pounds roughly, more than 400 pounds
I just
roughly.
want to know because people think that my car is light. It's not.
I don't think so. It's heavy pushing it around in and
Yeah.
out sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
They just think it's fast, light because it's carbon fiber, no back seat.
My thing is
It presents as a lighter car.
my thing is if it's heavier than you think what it is, that means you got more horsepower in it.
No, it just presents. It just presents as
look, I don't mañoso. So it's either light and you have less horsepower, or if it's heavier and you got more horsepower.
I
Do
mean,
you really want to find that out? Because we're talking about weight, right?
yeah.
So if your car is heavier than what you expect, that means it's got a lot more horsepower. But if it's lighter, that means it's got less horsepower. And which one do you really want?
Right. Yeah, well, I guess it depends on perspective.
Look, he's thinking about that.
How you gonna look at it?
No, I'm just thinking that everything with the car so far, I've been surprised. Even like the horsepower,
Yeah.
like the time slips, like the 60 foots, the eighth, the quarter mile.
And we'll see what comes up with. Obviously, your truck, my
Yeah.
truck. We got all the projects coming up.
Yeah, I think what we got going on right now is what everybody likes: Mustang, Devil 50, and the Silverados.
Yeah, yeah. And immediately in the near future, I think your car, maybe my truck is gonna be in the Autorama. Pretty soon.
Oh yeah, February 28th, we're gonna be at Arama with Hasbullah. It's our first year. We're trying to get a feel.
Our feet wet.
Yeah.
We're trying to try it out to see. I mean, this is the first major event for this year. I'm sure we'll do another podcast, right?
Yeah, this is just get our feet wet too.
Yeah. We got some special guests lined up. Chris is the first one. Shout out Chris.
Yeah, we
XVO
got-
Towing.
A couple people in mind.
So yeah, catch us on the next one. I think we're gonna check out this time. Shout out to all y'all that support, subscribe, like the video. Make sure you check us out for future content. We got Gordibuena,
Hasbullah,
Blue Chew,
Blue Chew.
Sexy Red,
Blue Balls,
Blue Balls, La Karen,
the Cobra.
The Cobra,
The Cobra.
BBC, Big Black Cobra, what? Big Black Cobra, what?
Follow us on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, and don't forget to get your merch.
Yeah. Shout out everybody. You guys have a good night. Thanks for tuning in.
Deuces, guys.
Bye.